Hello again, physics students. I'm Mr. Thrasher. Ooh, it's been almost 2 months since we've been doing online learning. Let's keep studying about light, the types of light, and this week we're going to start learning about stars, okay? Now, I have a do now. For this video, our physics objective, I know about the different types of light. I know about the different types of light. Okay. Now, last video, we learned that there are different types of light, or different types of electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic waves. Remember that word? Oh. We know of visible light. That's one type, visible light. But do you remember another type of light? Not visible. What else? So you could write down one type of light is, what types? Do you remember? Ooh, here's a hint. If you can't think of a type, maybe that's a hint. What's one type of light? Write down your answer. Oh, okay. There are many types of light. We saw this image in last week's videos. Look at these different types of light, different types of electromagnetic waves. Here's visible. Visible's easy. It's the one that we can all see with our eyes. But that's just one type. There's also radio waves. That's a type. Mr. Thrasher's hint, microwaves. Oh, that's a type of light. Infrared, that's a type. Ooh, ultraviolet, that's a type. X-rays and gamma waves. This video, we're going to look at each of these types of light quickly and see where these types of light exist. Okay, where a lot of humans might use or might see this type or might notice this type of light. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to start here and then move across. Here's a similar image. Remember, we have radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays. Oh, there's that word, electromagnetic. Okay. Ooh, one more picture. Oh my goodness. Mr. Thrasher likes his picture. Radio, infrared, visible, ultraviolet. Look, it has different ways that we use these. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's start off. Let's learn a little bit about radio waves. Oh, radio waves. Well, radio waves is what your car uses if you're listening to the radio. Radio's waves travel and carry information like TV, like music. It carries information. We create radio waves. Also satellites. If we need to send information. Now, in your phones, you know Wi-Fi? You know Bluetooth? Those are radio waves. Wi-Fi. Not needing wires? That's because your computer or your phone uses radio waves to send information. Okay, so we use information, or we use radio waves to send information. Okay. Microwaves. Your phone also uses some microwaves, Bluetooth, 4G, data. That uses a combination of radio waves and microwaves. Another thing we use microwaves for, microwaves are used to heat food. Microwaves make water particles vibrate. Well, that's how a microwave works. The microwave light makes water go, and you get a lot of vibration, and that causes friction, heat. So microwaves make water in your food vibrate. And similar, vibrate creates heat. That's how microwaves work. Okay. Next one, difficult to say. Practice. This is infrared. Infrared. Can you say infrared? This one is not as common. You don't hear this as often. One example of infrared, your TV remote control. When you turn up the volume or you change the channel, the remote sends infrared light. We can't see it. We can't see infrared, but infrared light goes to the TV. And the TV can detect that light and it turns the channel. So when you use the remote, you're using infrared light. Infrared is also created by heat again. So if you've seen these heat or thermal images, this is capturing, it's looking at infrared. Humans cannot see infrared, but we can make special cameras that can detect infrared light. In fact, some of these cameras, they are used in buildings. If you've ever walked into a building and the light turns on, it's using an infrared sensor. Infrared detects people, movement, and then it might turn a light on. Interesting. Infrared. Visible. This is easy. It is the type of light we can see with our eyes. Rainbows. Visible light. When you take pictures or when you see, you are detecting. You are detecting visible light. This is the only, solamente, the only light that humans can see. All the other types we cannot see. Okay, ultraviolet. Ultraviolet waves. Ultraviolet waves come from the sun. And this light has a lot of energy, enough to give you a sunburn. The reason you put on sunscreen or suntan lotion or wear a hat or put on sunglasses, it's because of ultraviolet waves. You want to protect from ultraviolet. This protects from ultraviolet. That's why you get sunburned, the ultraviolet light. Okay. Also, what has ultraviolet? Tanning beds. Tanning beds are dangerous because similar to the sun, they can hurt your skin, sunburns. So you should not use tanning beds. The sun and tanning beds create ultraviolet. Sometimes we use ultraviolet to clean things. It can kill organisms like bacteria. So sometimes ultraviolet's good it's a way to clean objects, like in hospitals. They might use ultraviolet not on people, but on tools. Tools, so that it's clean. So there's no bacteria. Okay, that's ultraviolet. X-rays. X-rays have even more energy. And X-rays can travel through objects. So, you use an X-ray at the doctor's office to see your bones. Also, if you go to the airport or a place with a lot of security, all right, when they look inside your luggage, they use X-rays, or they can use X-rays. This is not an X-ray. Not this. That's okay. But this right here uses X-rays to see what's inside. Like in the doctor's office, they use X-rays to see your bones. Okay, last type, gamma waves. Oh my goodness. Gamma waves have the biggest amount of energy. They have a lot of energy. They can be dangerous. You see this symbol? Ooh, this means dangerous, dangerous chemicals or dangerous material. Oh, it's probably, or it could be, it creates gamma waves. Do you remember when we studied nuclear power plants? Nuclear power plants have pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages. A disadvantage: if you go inside the dangerous compartment of a nuclear power plant, there's lots of gamma waves. Oh, it can be dangerous, can kill cells. Now, sometimes that's used on purpose because maybe you're sick, maybe you have a type of cancer or a type of tumor, and it's too dangerous for doctors to go inside. They can use gamma waves because it's also dangerous for the tumor. For the cancer. So they can send a little bit of gamma waves to try and destroy the tumor or cancer. So in general, gamma waves are dangerous to people, but doctors can use them in a safer way. It is focused. It shines right at the tumor or the cancer, and it can help patients. If you can kill the tumor or the cancer, the person will get better. Okay, so there's one example. So again, all these different types, radio waves, microwaves, infrared, ultraviolet, X-ray, gamma rays, we can only see visible light, but there's many other types. Let's look at the types of light from the sun. The types of light from the sun. Now, here's a picture. I think we saw this picture before. This is a graph. Here's the sun. This is a graph of the different types of light. Here's some of them: UV, visible, infrared, microwave, radio. Different types of light from the sun. And this graph, look at this curve. It goes like this. Goes like this. Oh, the taller, the higher up. That means more light from the sun. If we go down, only a little light from the sun. Now, what type of light does the sun produce the most? Remember we said it was visible. We saw this before. Does the sun create infrared? Oh yeah, it does. Look, it creates some infrared. Does it create radio waves? Oh yeah, but oh, look at this. Just a little bit, just a little bit. So this graph tells us the types of light and how much, a little or a lot, of the different types of light from the sun. Okay, let's do a little practice from that graph. Okay, first question, true or false? The sun only, solamente, only creates visible light. That's false. It created different types. It created visible light, infrared, a little bit of radio. Question 2. What type of light does the sun create the most? Ooh, do you remember? It was visible light. Visible light. See here? Visible light. That's the tallest. Okay. Last one. True or false? The sun produces a lot of radio waves. True or false? Does the sun produce a big amount of radio waves? That was false. Again, here's our picture. Radio waves. Oh, look at this. Oh, very small amounts. Big amounts of visible, small amounts of radio. Okay, so we learned a little details from the different types of light, and we saw the graph of the types of light from the sun. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.